KAZ Radio. We have one of my most favorite podcasts, none other than Sisters of Leisure with Tracey and Michele. Take it away, sisters.
Hello, everyone. So grateful to see you all today. It is an amazing day, and I hope you have taken the time out to self-care and love yourself today. My name is Tracey. I'm one half of Sisters of Leisure.
And I am Michele, the little sister.
Yes, and I just want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I want to shout out my sorority, AZK. Okay, AZK. I just want to shout them out. I love them. I'm so grateful to be a part of Alpha Zeta Kappa, and it is truly a blessing. And I just want to say that I love y'all.
Okay, that is good. Congratulations on your sorority. So, you know what? I'm excited because anytime we can talk about social, or debunk social beauty standards, I'm here for it. I am. When I say I'm so here for this. So today we have an actress, a plus size model. You might have seen her on Tubi, Peacock, Plays. Her name is Erica White. Thank you so much. And she was part of Mish Dollhouse.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Erica, for joining Sisters of Leisure today to talk about this your journey on being an actress and a plus size model. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, Erica J. White is my name. I'm originally from Beaumont, Texas, which is considered the Golden Triangle down here, but I've been in Houston over 30 years, so I'm a Houstonian as well. I am a parent of almost 25-year-old, new grandmother to a 1-month-old. Oh, Lord, I'm a daughter, a sister, an auntie, best friend, counselor, just a wealth of things. Prayer warrior, just all they rolled into one. So that song, I Am Every Woman and Every Woman Is Me, I roll with that every day. Every day.
Love it. I love it. So, Erica, let's talk about your journey as becoming an actress and a model. So can you tell us about your journey and how you entered and what inspired you to become in the industry of modeling and acting?
Well, actress actually was because of my skin condition. I met a person that wrote a stage play, Diane Wilkes Tribbitt, and I was in that play, Matters of the Heart, and I actually played a person with vitiligo, so that just made it a whole lot easier. And I was like, oh, okay, I like this stage thing, got pumped, got out there, and I said, I wonder what else I can do. So I went to a casting call for a modeling agency, and I said, okay, here we go. So I went in, did my little introduction, and I walked, and they said, okay, we want you. And I was like, oh, wow. I said, okay. So walked in my first fashion show about 5 years ago. Same thing with the acting, and it's just been a momentum ever since, and I love it.
Can you imagine your condition, your situation has brought you all of these beautiful, wonderful things that you wanted to do and didn't know that you would be a part of? Acting and modeling and things like that, because the beauty standard.
Imagined.
Yeah, because they have a beauty standard out here. You have to look this way or look that way, but that don't have nothing to do with anything really at all.
Nothing on me has ever been a size 2, if we're gonna keep it real. So it's always been, I've been, a healthy young lady all my life. I went through, the bullying in school and things like that, and I just want to empower other women just to get out there and do what you do. I had my Uber driver yesterday asked me, oh, did you survive a burn? I said, no, this is not a burn. I said, it's called vitiligo. I explained what it was. He's like, oh, okay. I prefer that from a child because they don't know better. Mm-hmm. But at least with an adult, I can still provide that education. No, I did not get burned. Vitiligo is an autoimmune disease. Mm-hmm. And to make it easy, I just explained that there are cells in our body that contain melanin. Mm-hmm. I say, and mine fight it out inside my body. I say, when they get done, it leaves white patches on my skin. I have it on my face, chest, my hand, just different places. You can get vitiligo in any stage of your life. You can be born with it, get it as a child, as an adult, an older adult. It is multicultural. It affects everyone. Caucasian people, Asian people, Hispanic people, African people, Indian people, anybody with any type of autoimmune condition can get this. It can also be hereditary in some situations, but and there's a cure out there now. I had somebody flag me down in Shreveport back in February. Oh, have you seen the new commercial? And I said, yes, ma'am. I saw it right before I came to the mall. I said, thank you for highlighting and letting me know. But that's for somebody that wants to be cured. And that's not a path that I'm on right now.
Yeah.
Our motto is we rock the skin we're in.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. I love this skin that I am in. So if that works for someone that wants that, that's great. I'm not going to do that. I haven't done any like phototherapy or nothing like that. It's just, my thing is this. God gave it to me, and if he wants it to leave me, he'll take it away. I walk around as a living, breathing masterpiece every day.
Yes.
So if it comes to a point where all the color comes back, I have an issue, I guess, dealing with that because I'm so used to this. And it's changed so much over the years, but that's just the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
So from the get-go, I say I do not cover up. If me covering up is an issue, thank you for the opportunity, and you go your way and I go mine. But this is my living truth every day. I can't do anything but that. And then as far as being a plus size model, that's just wow. And I'm dealing with some things. I actually lost 100 pounds last year. And I'm not very happy with myself that I haven't gained it back. But, that's how that works sometimes,
Yeah.
Life happens, stress happens. Stress is actually a trigger for vitiligo as well. So, it just things, life happens.
Yeah.
That's not going to ever stop. That's a day to day. So
when did you first notice your vitiligo?
To be honest, as an adult, because as a child, I noticed I had a little white patch, like on my lower back, like right above my rear. And I just thought it was a birthmark. Never thought anything about it. It was just a white patch that's always been there. Then it moved to under my arms. And of course, under my arms, nobody could see that. So I didn't care then. And at the time, my physician was like, well, they only have steroid treatment. And I'm like, sir, we're already fighting about this weight issue. You think I'm supposed to take steroids? No, thank you. Nobody can see it. I'm not worried about it. So, I gone about my day. And then I don't know what triggered it to my face, but I just went to bed and I woke up and I went, really? And I'm in the mirror like, and I said, okay, Lord, let's have a talk. I said, why? I'm like thinking, why would you do this? I'm like, so I gave him a whole list of reasons. I said, I'm over 40, I'm overweight, I'm a Black female. I said, you put it in my face. I mean, I could have covered it with a shirt or some pants, but it's in my face. So I covered it for a couple of years, and then one of those good old hot July summers down here, I went, you know what? Not doing it. I put on some lipstick and went in the choir stand and sung, and then met one of my elder church members at church. She said, oh, Erica, come talk to me. And I thought, oh, Lord. And she said, what is it in your face? And I went, I explained, I knew what it was. And she said, oh, I didn't know you had that. I said, well, that was the whole idea. That was my whole purpose. Nobody knew. But, you get tired of trying to blend color corrector and, trying to use Dermablend and all the other stuff. And I just went, And after that, it was just a freeing feeling. And I said, oh, I'm free to be me now. So I'm free, Other people had issue. My mom had issue for a minute. Like, well, where's your makeup? I'm not wearing it. And she's like, well, is that going to prevent you from getting a job? I said, if it does, I don't need to work there. I'm like, what else you got? Because, I'm just not, I just felt so good about myself at that point. It's like, I'm not covering up for anybody. I don't care what it is or what it's about. This is me. Now, anybody else on their journey, if they're still wearing makeup, I applaud them because that's what makes you feel good about yourself. But I'm not going to down you, and I prefer you not down me either. We're just on different paths, just on the same journey, but our paths are different. Yes. So for those, that still wear makeup, I applaud them. That's how you want to be presented. That's great. Just went to the World Vitiligo Day convention in Atlanta. at the end of June, and it was like, oh, family. And I met a whole bunch of new people. So I
Yeah.
loved all my first timers. I was like, oh, first timer, give me a hug. How you doing? Welcome to the family. You know, I said we're a family. You know, I don't
Yeah.
care where you came from. We're a family.
Yeah.
And that was just a good feeling just to see everybody. You know, the doctors came and talked, and you know, new people. You know, new kids, new adults. It was just a fabulous weekend. And I came. So basically, I did Meech House. Came back from Miami and said, oh, yeah, great. I was home for about 3 weeks, went to the convention and came right home and went straight into having this baby that came early.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been nonstop, like, because she wasn't doing till the July 17th and she came on June 28th. So it was like literally, I got off my transportation, came home, went to the hospital, and we were there all week because she came. Lovely. I love her. I love being a grandmother. She is so beautiful. Oh my God.
That is
And she looks
wonderful.
like me. So I'll be like, she looks like me.
That is wonderful.
Yes, so I still do. I just did a show Friday night, Queens of the Mic. Prior to that, on Sunday, it was the 4th annual Human Trafficking Awareness Fashion Show. So I just stay busy and active. Fashion show August 13th. That's related to Down syndrome. The modeling tour is I'm Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. So that'll be here in Houston on August 13th. Then the weekend of Labor Day, I'm gonna try to be in 2 places at one time. That's gonna be kind of hard, but that's the weekend that Miss Riri does her Copalopecia show, which deals with alopecia. So I model for that show. That goes on that weekend, in addition to the classroom unit supposed to be happening. So I'm gonna see how I'm gonna work that out. But it's just, you know, some just ongoing. There's a modeling on a cruise in November. Going back to Atlanta in September to walk in an autism walk. So, you know, it's just things that's just constantly going. And I think I'm gonna slide through New York Fashion Week in September too. So, you know, my calendar just stays busy all the time.
I love that.
And I love it too.
So when did this all come to fruition? Like when you were in your 40s, when you were younger, or how did it all started?
The vitiligo came in my 40s.
Okay.
And it just kind of went from there. So it's like everything has been going, and you know, I'm fabulous, and I can tell you I'm fabulous over 50. This 53 looks good. I get 35 all the time and I love it. I smile and keep moving. I'm like,
yes.
But it's been great. It's just like, I guess later in life, you know, and I like to tell people, live out loud. You know, I'm also a domestic abuse survivor. So, you know, you don't let those things get you down. You just go, okay, I made it through. If you made it through and you survived it, then it's time for you to go on to the next thing. So it's like, I'm like, whatever floats your boat, whatever you want to do, whatever you think you can do, whatever you like to do, get out there and do that. Because the only person holding you back is you. The only thing you can get is a no. And if you get a no, okay, fine, dust yourself off, get up and go to the next audition. And keep going and keep going. And eventually it'll fall in line with what your vision is. Mish talks a lot about alignment. And it's like, once you get everything aligned, everything falls into place. And you associate yourself with those people that can help you get to where you're trying to go.
You know, people are afraid of no's. You know, they're so afraid of that word. It's like, oh, why? How could they say that to me? But it's okay.
It is. You're not gonna always get a yes. And my thing, I don't care if you don't like me. I'm good. I'm good with me. I don't need you to like me. I'm wonderful just the way I am. And if you like me, fine, we get along this way. And if you don't, we 2 ships in the night, and I chunk the deuces all the time. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to be a fan. Everybody's not going to be a supporter. You know what you like and who you like around you. So that's who you surround yourself with, and that's your support system. My bestie for over almost 40 years. I said, I'm in a play. I'm coming. I sent out a whole little group chat. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Okay, we got tickets. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be on the cruise together in November. It's like my support system is there, and I'm cautious about who I let in the circle.
Yeah,
you know, trial and error. It's like everybody can't be in your circle because everybody, like I said, is not a fan.
Yeah.
So I don't. And sometimes I really, to the point where I don't even ask people to pray for me because I don't know if your prayer is gonna be sincere. And I don't want you to PREY on me instead of PRAY for me. So careful about all of that. I miss my choir sisters, but they're supportive too. So it's, I got a network out there and I love it. And I even had the LIGO sister messaged me about a month or so ago. And she's like, hey, and I was like, hi, I try to friend everybody. Well, like that, some of them weird people be coming through and I'm like, I'm a little skeptical. I don't know if I can friend you or not, but she told me that I inspired her to not wear makeup for the first time. That made me feel really good because I was like, wow, really? She said, you post all your pictures and you do all this fun stuff. And I decided I'm not going to wear makeup. I said, wonderful. And then if you decide to go back and wear it, that's great too. But you at least tried it and you decided that was for you. You didn't let, people go, oh, well, girl, where's your makeup? You need to put that on. Or why are you going out looking like that? No.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel good, you feel confident in it, then wear it. I mean, I know it's certain stuff I can't wear. This size, my smaller size. I'm not gonna walk around in it. I mean, and I want the kind of friends that are gonna tell me, sister, what you want that on? Please go change that. I have those kind of friends. We were laughing earlier. People tell me they went out and they were just laughing at the clothes. She said, see, friends don't tell friends not to get dressed drunk. I said, you are so stupid, but I love you because that's us. Yeah. And those are the same things I preach to my daughter. I was like, you have to be careful about who your friends are and who you hang out with. Yeah. I said, when you go places, y'all have to stay together. Mm-hmm. You don't never get separated. Yeah. I said, we was real good about it. I say, dude would come, we would all be like, hey, how you doing? Who are you? What's your name? We like, what kind of car you drive? No, she's not leaving with you tonight. She can get your phone number, but she's not leaving with you. And then we all got your phone. It's like we were like that. It was never, go to the bathroom by yourself. You don't leave your drink sitting out. It was always go together, come back home together. Yeah. That safety thing. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
So, I know you have been like, I have alopecia. Mm-hmm. And, you connect with the people that are in your circle that have the same condition. How is that connection? I mean, just because you have that condition doesn't mean you got the right heart. Do you get where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So you may have friends that have alopecia, but then they're kind of suspect. You kind of find them in a place that you don't really like. So how do you deal with people like that?
Associate from a distance. Mm-hmm. Your inner circle is your tight circle. That's your circle that, without a doubt, they got your back no matter what. Sometimes you have to pick up the phone. You get a message, sis, what's going on? I felt that. Oh, well, sis, Yeah. And then the people that are not in your inner circle, it's okay to associate. Because I'm going to always be pleasant and like, hey, I can go, hey, how you doing? And keep walking. I don't have to have a conversation with you because I feel your spirit is off. I can just be like, oh, hey, girl, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm on the way from you. I spoke, I acknowledged you, and I went on about my business, and you went on about yours. Mm-hmm. And that's it. There's no animosity. There's no none of that because never will I ever let you catch me out like that in public. Now, I might hem you up privately, but out in public where, I'm not going to do that. Mm-hmm. And I'm too old for that. That was back when I was 20. I don't have time for that now. We're on a sophisticated level now. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
So, it's all about maintaining that attitude and that presence and, you just keep it moving. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, one thing I've learned, and have you noticed this, that, when you are in obedience, when you follow your original thought, your mind, that doors open for you, things happen, and opportunities arrive.
Mm-hmm.
So how?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to move around for just a quick second. Give me just a second.
It's okay.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I know her. When she wake up, she'll start screaming. And I would hate to blow out y'all eardrums, so I'm finding me another room to go into.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So, have you noticed that once you started to get into your modeling, and once you started, ignore all of the beauty standards, all these different opportunities came open for you?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was the good thing, because at first that first show, I was like, okay, modeling. We had model practice. You get to meet your model sisters, and then one of the designers I modeled for, I just wore a t-shirt, and I went, it's some leggings that go with this outfit, right? And she was like, no, and I said, okay, then, we're gonna make this work. And I said, let me see how long this shirt is. So it just came right to the knee. Yeah, I can walk in just this shirt. I'm good with that. So I was the last model that walked, and I walked with the designers, and I said, okay, confidence. I like that. Okay, keep doing this. And so each designer has a preference. I usually walk with the same designer, so that builds relationship as well. You get a good, you get a good rapport with them. Some of the same shows. So again, you just build upon that.
Yeah.
And when the relationship is good, everything else falls into place. If I go somewhere, I still do modeling classes, because I don't know everything.
Yeah.
So I just did a modeling class like 2 weeks ago with her last name is Monroe. And it was cool. I said, okay, awesome. I learned some different stuff. I said, okay, so it's all about continuing to learn and continuing to grow. And that just, it just makes it easier to, just continue to be who you are. Because again, that's still who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
I would never want to model for somebody that, that doesn't cater to plus size women.
Yeah.
Why would I do it? Because you don't have anything that fits my body type. So why would I model for you?
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm still one of people, I want acceptance, just like everybody else does. So I'm going to put myself in places where I know that's going to take place.
Yeah. So how do you stay, I'm sorry, I'm reading this and we didn't already discussed it. So anyway, give someone some advice, inspire someone that may be watching, who may have, who just maybe watching and just, just not feeling themselves. They have a goal, they have a dream, but just can't get to it.
Again, it's all about what you want, because you're living this life for yourself. You're not living it for anybody else. You're not living it to please other people. You shouldn't be living it to impress other people in that sense. And so if that's something you want to do, if you want to model, then you can go online, you can go on Instagram, or you can go on Eventbrite, and you can find modeling classes that are offered. And then they're not going to tell you not to come. And you pay your money and register, and you go and you get that experience. And it's like, okay, well, I went to this modeling class. I learned how to do this, turn on how to do that. Okay, that felt good. And, if that wasn't enough, then you go to another modeling class, and you just keep building on what it is going to make you, what makes you feel like you're going to be successful. So when you go to that casting call and you bring the required information, always pay attention. If you're told to show up in all black with 3-inch heels, with either your modeling resume or a comp card, show up with it. When you don't show up with what's required, they're automatically going to turn you away at the door. And then you wasted your money because you didn't follow directions. Same thing with an acting casting call. Go with a headshot. Go with your acting resume. If they ask you to prepare a monologue, have that ready. Be prepared. You know what you want to do, so prepare yourself for that. The only person that can prepare you for that is you.
Yeah.
So, and things are out there. Acting classes are out there. Modeling classes are out there. It's all out there.
Yeah.
If Facebook, you can go on Facebook, there are modeling groups, there are acting groups. All that information is out there, and it's just a wealth of information. It's just what you feel fits your circumstances, and then you just go for what you know.
Yeah.
Let me ask, when did you think your life just changed for the best, and you're living your best life now, and you're just like so excited that, you accepted you you know, because a lot of us don't accept who we are. Because like you say, you're trying to please this person, you're trying to impress this person. But when did you realize that you just said, you know what, this is me and I love me and this is it?
I would say around the time the vitiligo hit my face. Because, you know, before I wasn't worried about it and I didn't care. And then when I came into this network of just family that was like, my first vitiligo conference just blew me away. I was like, oh, wow. I was in Boston and I was like, okay, Boston. And it was just, I'm like, oh, wow, I get to see all these people I have been talking to on Facebook for a year. They're like real. I can touch them. You know, I mean, it was just that type of experience. I'm like, okay, cool. So it's time, okay, so we go to the next conference, which we hosted out here. Oh my God, that was so spiritually uplifting. That I think that conference is what really changed me, because it just felt like I don't know if I want to say empathy level or something, just went through the roof. It was just like, oh my God, you know, because like they came to Texas, that stuff. So, you know, we got to do it big down here. So, you know, we purpled out with the purple cowboy hats that lit up and our purple tutus. And we taught them a line dance. And our location was great because it was the hotel and food and shopping all in that area. And it was just phenomenal. You know, and to even be a part of like different art exhibits has just been amazing as well. That was wild. I was in an art exhibit here at the Health and Science Museum. I walked in the museum and I went, there's my picture. I was like, oh, wow. But there's a photographer that he has a whole group that he has. And he surprised us when he came because he did his whole presentation. And I'm looking and I wasn't even paying attention. I look up and I went, that's my face up there. And everybody is laughing because I was in my phone doing something and I hadn't even noticed it. And I went, oh, I'm like a part of your presentation. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then there was another one here where, you know, Farrell Phelps does different squat the skin, you know, skin your end presentations. So I was in that one year and that was awesome and amazing. And so it's just the idea that, you know, you can just be in any venue and those things. I still run into people that remember that show. They're like, you know, Farrell, I know your face. I'm like, yeah, that was me. You know, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You know, it's like, okay. And just, you know, just the outpouring of love has just been great.
I love it. How do you balance it all?
Awesome.
How do you balance it all? How do you balance being a mom, being a grandma, being a model, being an actress?
It takes a bit, you know, it takes a bit because, you know, well, see, my daughter's older now too, so it makes it easier. You know, she was younger, it would be like, oh my God, who can I leave her with while I go fly to Chicago, or, you know, while I go fly to Charlotte, North Carolina, you know, or I'm running to Atlanta to do this, you know, but she's an adult now, so it's easier for me to go. I think if she was younger, it would be a lot more difficult. But, you know, it's okay, you know, mommy's going here, you know, I'm gonna be here there for this amount of days and I'll see when I get back.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see when I get back. You know, go to auditions. You know, she's been to some plays here and stuff. So, you know, we just kind of juggle it and make it happen.
Yeah. So how can people get in touch with you on your social media just to kind of be inspired by you?
Okay, so my Facebook is my name, Erica, Erica, middle initial J, last name White, and I added that because there's a female WNBA player named Erica White. So I was like, oh, I can't just use my regular name. And then on Instagram, it's EricaJ.White.
Okay, awesome. So you all have heard it. This amazing young lady, Erica J. White.
Yes.
Who is a model, an actress, and a new grandmother.
Yes.
And we just are so thankful to have you on here. You know, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
Very inspirational. Just speaking you with this short period of time, you know, people need to think more outside of what beauty, people say beauty is, because beauty comes from the heart, you know, and you definitely represent that.
And just real quick, I want to shout out again to my Meech Dollhouse sisters. That was the most amazing experience ever. I mean, considering that the first time I applied, it was just like a flat out no, because I messed up on the deadline. So that was on me. And that no did crush my spirit. However, I said, I'm going to be in this dollhouse next time. So I was on the hunt looking. I'm waiting for the post to come out. January 1st rolled around. Believe me, I went in there real quick and say, here's my money. Bloop. Let me get my photos together. Bloop. I said, I'm not going to get it. I said, if I get a no this time, it'll be because, other people, I may be offered more, but it's not going to be no because I messed up.
Yeah.
I said no hurt my feelings, but I took that no and I said, okay, I submitted, and hundreds of women down to 30. And I said, okay, Lord, I'll take 30. I'm good with 30. I don't make the final 10. I made it here.
Yeah.
I said, I can always go back and do it again. And so that final 10, when I was like number 8, I was like, me. I was like in the phone, like me, like I was like, oh my God, what? And
well,
then,
you deserved it.
You did.
And then getting with my sisters in Miami is